One of the most anticipated mods for Baldur's Gate 3 has finally landed on console, and that is the Echo Knight, so we're going to go over it. We're going to go level by level, combat tutorial, and all the equipment you could need. So of course we start with the fighter. At level 1, this will give you second wind, so you can heal yourself as a bonus action for 1d10 plus 1. Strength saving throw proficiency, constitution saving throw proficiency, and proficiencies with simple, martial, light armor, medium armor, and heavy, and shields. For a fighting style, we are going to take defense, a +1 bonus to our AC while wearing armor. And then for your ability points, now if you're taking this from the start of the game, have 16 strength, 14 dexterity, 16 constitution, 10 intelligence, 10 wisdom, and 8 charisma. If you're using the item guide I'm using, or strength potions, have this instead. 8 strength, 16 dexterity, 16 constitution, 10 intelligence, 10 wisdom, and 14 charisma. For efficiencies, take what fits your roleplay. Fighter level 2 brings action surge, meaning we can gain an immediate extra action to use this turn. Fighter level 3 brings our specialization, so for this we are taking the Echo Knight. The Echo Knight summons the fading shades of unrealized timelines to aid in battle. Surrounded by echoes of their own might, they charge into the fray as a cycling swarm of shadows and strikes. So this will bring Unleash Incantation use. The number of times you can heighten your Echo's fury is equal to your Constitution modifier, hence why we're increasing this. Attack near Echo, meaning we can actually attack through our Echo. So if our Echo is ahead of us and next to enemies, we can use our attacks through the Echo, same with opportunity attacks. Unleash Incantation, so whenever you take the attack action you can make one additional melee attack using your Echo space to determine the range of the attack. Manifest Echoes, this is essentially just summoning it. The Echo's AC will be 14 plus our proficiency bonus, and it will use our ability modifier for its saving throws. It will last until long rest, but it will be destroyed if we summon another Echo. You can only have one at a time. If you become incapacitated, or if you ever end up more than 9 meters away from it at the end of your turn. We can move the Echo, we can swap places with the Echo, and that brings us to fighter level 4 with our first feat. So if you have your strength at 16 and you're taking it to the end game, bump your strength up to 18. What we are going to do is take Great Weapon Master, thanks to the respec. So if we land a critical hit or kill a target with a melee weapon attack, we can make another one as a bonus action that turn. We can also take a -5 attack roll penalty for a 10 solid additional damage. Fighter level 5 brings an extra attack, and Fighter level 6 brings a new feat again. So again, if your strength is at 18, take it to 20. If you're respecking, come down here and we're going to take Savage Attacker. So we roll our melee weapon damage twice and use the highest result. Fighter level 7 brings Echo Avatar. So outside of combat we can transfer our consciousness to the Echo using our concentration. We'll be blinded and have reduced mobility, but our Echo can move around like our player character. Really good for, jumping into combat early and then springing an ambush, exploring areas, that sort of thing. Fighter level 8 brings our third feat. Again, if you have taken your strength to 20, now take Great Weapon Master. For us, we're going to take our constitution up to 18. Fighter level 9 brings Indomitable. You become as durable as an iron golem. Whenever you fail a saving throw, you can roll again using the new result instead. It transfers over to your Echo. Fighter level 10 brings Shadow Martyr. So once per short rest, when an ally we can see has been hit by an attack, we can use our reaction to teleport our Echo to the attack to make sure that the attack will miss the original target and be made against the Echo. Really good for protecting like wizards and sorcerers, your really squishy characters. Fighter level 11 brings an improved extra attack, so we can now make 2 extra attacks. Fighter level 12 brings our final feat. Again, if you're taking your strength to 20, now take Savage Attacker. For us, we're going to bump our constitution up to 20. When it comes to equipment, we are going to use the Savarok's Horned Helmet, Dark Vision up to 3 meters or 15 if we already have it. The number we need to roll a crit is reduced by 1 to 19. We cannot be frightened or afflicted with other emotion-altering conditions, and a Constitution saving throw +1. Because we're going to be in melee, we are going to take the Flesh Melter Cloak, so that melee attackers against us will take 1 to 4 acid damage. We're going to take the Disingrained Nightwalkers, so we cannot be enwebbed, entangled or ensnared or slip on ice or grease, and can use Misty Step. We're going to take the Helldusk Armor, an AC of 21. Whenever we succeed a saving throw, the caster will take Burning for 3 turns, and we gain resistant to fire damage, cannot be burned, 3 less damage from all sources, and can fly. For gloves, we're going to take the Gauntlets of Hill Giant Strength. This will set our strength to 23. If you don't want to do this, you can use the Helldust gloves if your strength is at 20. This will set your weapon attacks to have an additional 1 to 6 fire damage. The Caustic Band, so your weapon attacks deal 2 solid acid damage. The Killer Sweethearts, whenever we kill a creature, our next attack will be a guaranteed critical hit once per long rest. The Moondrop Pendant, so when we don't have 50% hit points or less, we won't provoke opportunity attacks. And the Sword of Chaos, awesome sword for healing health pool, and has extra necrotic damage on it. Now what you could do in this situation, if you haven't you have respecting strength of 8, but you don't want to use the Hill Giant gauntlets, you could use the Helldust gloves and then pop the strength potion. This will unlock a third option for you. For example, this one set our strength to 26, so now not only do we have the increased strength, we've also still got the maximum constitution, but we also gain the extra 1 to 6 fire damage. So this will really depend on your resources you have available and how you want to set your build up. Okay, so if we summon an Echo quick, we'll manifest our Echo, throw it here. Outside of combat, once again we can transfer consciousness into it using the Echo avatar. So if we do this, you'll see we've got that. And now we can move our Echo around as normal. Again, we can use this to scout areas, to get into combat early, to then ambush with our other characters. Lots of awesome options. But while in this form, as you can see, we are blinded and our movement is really reduced, so bear that in mind. With that all being said, we're going to end our concentration, and let's go find some combat and check this out. Okay, we're in the combat, you can see we're quite near the top, so let's get this going. We're going to manifest our Echo, and put it right on the cusp here. Now you'll see we don't have the range to hit these enemies, but what we can do, attack near Echo, and this will channel our attacks through our Echo here. It does mean we are immobile, we can't move at all, but our Echo can very nicely just swing at these enemies. As you can see here, we can use all of our extra attacks with the Echo. We gain the extra benefit of using the Echo because it has an extra attack anyway on top, if you remember from our class features. And we can channel our ring abilities through here. The other option is we could now action surge, and we can once again attack through our Echo with a whole round of new attacks. But we'll save that for next turn. Okay, now you see we're back to our turn, and one awesome thing we can do with the Echo Knight is we can attack through ourselves for the first one. We can then, move our Echo, so place him over here next to the Barbarian, and then we can attack through the Echo, so you can split your damage between your main character and your Echo. Just like that. And because of that, we've unlocked more attacks because we're attacking through the Echo, so you can really get a maximum amount of turns out of this. What we can also do if we turn off our attack through Echo is we can swap places with the Echo. Just like that, meaning we can charge up here if we wanted to, so if we come here, we can then eventually take down this enemy. So you can also use it to maximize your movement amount. You see, because we moved out of range, the Echo does disappear, but we can once again manifest it. So if we move up a little bit, we'll come to here, we'll manifest our Echo and we'll put it here. And then once again, we can attack through that Echo, dealing as much damage as possible. You see here we landed another big crit. And then we can turn this off, and we still haven't used our action surge. So lots of awesome stuff we can do here. And then at this point, it's just a case of ending the fight with all our attacks. So this plays a lot like a regular fighter, but with the benefit of you have an Echo you can also attack through. So you can channel this through it. So really hope you've enjoyed this build guide for the Echo Knight. It is an incredible mod. I understand fully why it's so highly anticipated. Being able to attack through it, the fact that the Echo on top of itself already gets an extra attack, piled with things like your extra attacks and action surge, and it is an absolute boss destroyer. So again, I hope you have enjoyed this. If you have, please drop the episode a like, and a huge thank you to all the mod makers for what you do for the game. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel for more. I've got more guides to Baldur's Gate, Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers, Elden Ring, Dragon Age, Path of Exile, all the amazing RPGs you could ever need. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.